Hey guys, it's Rich with your Monday Spot in Pagan Perspective. This week we're talking about not connecting with nature. This week's question comes from Kristen, who writes, "Hello, I've been watching your channel for a couple years now and have gained a lot from it, so thank you. My question is about connection to nature. I don't really feel anything when I tried grounding and have attempted to work with plants several times without success. I'm allergic to pollen and I tend to love winter and fall the best. Other than trees, I feel this sort of block and numbness towards nature. My pagan friends can talk for hours about their gardens, and I feel really out of place. Have you had blocks like this, or do you have any suggestions to get rid of mine? Thanks." First off, with the grounding part, sometimes the more basic, I'm going to put that in quotes, the more basic type of exercises that are in books and stuff like that, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult for some people to do it rather than other people to do it. So as far as that, I just say go out and try to find different ways that actually do work for you, whether it is grounding with a tree, grounding with a rock. I have a video on my personal channel that goes into what grounding is and how to do it, different things here and there. So you can go ahead and watch that. I'll leave a link down in the bottom bar and whatnot. Anyway, as far as connecting with nature, I totally understand. I am more of a winter type of person. I am a snow baby. I love being outside whenever it's a little more on the colder side because I like the fact that you can always put more clothes on, but there's only so naked you can get. Summertime and I do not mix. So, yes, I am not one for being outside in the summertime and getting way too hot. So I can totally understand you on that part. As far as not really connecting with gardening, I can understand to a certain point. I do love to garden. However, I'm not one of those people that have the hanging gardens of Babylon outside my house. It just doesn't happen. For me, it's more of a price issue and more of a time issue. I don't have time for all of those plants and everything to transplant and take care of and tend to them the way that they need to be. So for me, I understand on the gardening part. Some people, they don't have a green thumb. It's just another skill set that certain people have that other people do not. As far as with the block of you and nature itself, if you have reached a block and the only way that you can really connect is with trees, as you stated in the question, if that is the only way that you're able to connect with nature on a one-on-one basis, I'd say use that and connect with it to the most extreme that you can. If being outside is an issue, which I totally understand because I don't think, I may have done one ritual outside, but I don't usually go outside to do ritual because, for one, I have people that are outside. It's a privacy issue for me, mostly. And depending on where I'm at, like in New Jersey, whenever I was there, it was very much a mosquito issue. So yes, I totally understand on that one if you can't go outside. But let's break down this part that you know that you can connect with a tree. That's great. So if you can connect with a tree, what I would actually suggest you do, since you don't really have a green thumb or don't really connect to gardening as much, what I would suggest you do is go out and get a bamboo plant. They're about that big, cost maybe $10 for a lot of them, for a lot of little bamboo stalks. You can pick them up at Walmart, you can pick them up, Target I think has them nowadays, you can pick them up at a lot of places. Lowe's, Home Depot, places like that. Anyway, get yourself a little bamboo plant. They're very easy to care for. They don't really even need a lot of light. barely any light at all. And you just keep water in there. The bamboo plant grows so easily, and it grows so slowly that you don't really have to worry about it. It just sits there and does its thing. So what I would suggest is, since you don't really have a green thumb, go and get a bamboo plant and have that. Try connecting with it, talk to it, do research on bamboo and what exactly this type of plant is and what it may mean for you. Try connecting with it in different ways. Maybe that might spark something. If at very least you get a lot of knowledge on a bamboo plant, which more knowledge we can't really say that that's not a good thing. Now, since you don't really connect with nature on a huge level, I might also suggest that maybe that's not your strength. Maybe that's not your strong point. I know for me it's definitely not a strong point, and that's okay for me. I'm willing to work on it. I'm willing to go forth and try different things and to push myself to be more connected to nature than what I already am, because I know I'm not connected enough. So what I would suggest is, maybe if that's not your strength, maybe you work with something that is more of your strength and sit with that little bamboo plant and as you're doing your strengths. So maybe your strength is doing tarot readings or doing rune readings or just mixing herbs or something like that, or working with stones. Maybe that is your strength. Do that a little bit more, build up on your strength, and then just incorporate different things with that have to do with nature into what you're already good at. So let's say for tarot readings, if you're really good at doing a tarot reading, maybe instead of having just a candle out or just having just the cloth out, maybe now you have your little bamboo plant. And then maybe give your bamboo plant a reading. I mean, little stuff like that. These are things that you can do to start surrounding yourself with the nature that really isn't going to make you sick, because it doesn't have any pollen that's coming off of it, and it's something that can help you connect a little bit more with nature. So I know I rambled a lot. I hope I covered all the bases, and I do hope you end up finding your strength in one thing and start strengthening your connection with nature, because I know this is definitely a block that I've had in my life about connecting with nature. Like I said, in Jersey it was a mosquito and privacy issue. In Kansas, and I've said this before in different videos, in Kansas it was more of a privacy issue. I was in an apartment. I understand not being able to go outside to do ritual, but doing that for me, I think it's also cut that connection a little bit more. It's not necessarily that I couldn't go outside, it was that it was a little bit more difficult going outside and having privacy and not getting bitten up. So as far as the allergy issue, I don't really have allergies, so I'm sorry I can't really relate to that. But I do understand. Anyhow, yes, I definitely know where you're coming from on this one. With that, I have to edit and upload this because this is coming up very, very late, and I'm so sorry. It just kind of happened whenever I came home. I kind of passed out for a couple hours and didn't shoot, edit, and upload whenever I was supposed to. Anyway, done rambling. Until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.